Welcome back to First Take. Two NFC North teams are about to face off with massive playoff implications. The Packers going to Chicago to face the Bears, who just lost at Lambeau 2 weeks ago. However, since then, the Packers have lost their all-pro pass rusher in Micah Parsons. This is a different defense for the Packers now. Right now, as we look at it, the Bears are on top of the NFC North, but the Packers are still the team projected to win the division according to our analytics. The winner of this game on Saturday night can clinch a playoff spot if the Lions lose on Sunday. Who needs the division more? Is it the Packers or is it the Bears? This game is Saturday night at Soldier Field in Chicago.
Green Bay. It's not close. One, which team has greater expectations? Which team had greater expectations to start this season? Rightfully so. Which team still has greater expectations? The Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers, a week ago, I would have told you no-brainer Super Bowl contender. Absolutely, I think they would be the team that I would have said as good as Seattle to beat the Rams. The Rams are the team to beat. The Micah injury is a big deal, no question. It changes everything. Do I still think that they are an NFC championship contender? Absolutely. Without that pass rush, I want to be at home. Without that guy, that Micah, that piece that can, if I have Micah, I can go on the road and I'll be okay. I want to be at home if I don't have Micah Parsons. Chicago's already eclipsed expectations for both the team and the quarterback. You have to feel good about the trajectory of their football team. Everything else right now, and I'm not like is benefit. It's icing on the cake. And so I'm Green Bay because of my injuries, and they've been decimated by them, and the expectation of my football team. I want to be at home.
Well, I think the hard part is everybody wants to be at home. Everybody needs to be at home. Like, it's not one of those things where you're like, woo!
I don't think the Rams.
I can't wait to go on the road. Like, if you could be the home team, you want to be the home team. It doesn't matter about what your expectations are. But for me, it's the Chicago Bears because I feel like expectations have risen. I feel like I have a young quarterback in Caleb Williams who I want in the comforts of Chicago. I want him to be able to have that level of communication. I want this run game to be able to get downhill. And even though that'll travel, I don't have a defense that travels in that manner. And so if I'm the Chicago Bears and I'm Ben Johnson, I want to be at home for as many weeks as I can be to give me the opportunity for a chance to play a team like the Los Angeles Rams in the playoffs or in the NFC Championship. I believe the Bears need it more based on their youth, based on their lack of experience together.
Yeah, I buy that case for the Bears, especially with regards to the defense. But ultimately, I don't really think it matters, to be honest. I think these are both offenses that travel well. I think when you look at the playoff seeding right now, they're facing each other. It's a 2-7 matchup. I actually think you'd probably rather have the 3 seeding go against San Francisco. We'll see how things shake out in that regard. But, you know, when I think about a team that needs a team like Detroit, where that offense is so different from home versus like in the road and cold weather, when I look at these two offenses, I don't really think it matters if they're at Lambeau or Soldier Field. So I'll lean Chicago because of the youth, because of the defense, but ultimately I don't think it's a
Who did you take when they played 2 weeks ago?
Green Bay.
Who are you taking this weekend?
Chicago because of the run game, but I don't feel great about it because I
don't feel great about it
I'm
either.
still a believer in the Packers. Is that crazy?
No, not at all.
Top
Well,
5
my
offense.
point is 2 weeks ago they played in Green Bay. You took Green Bay.
That's not because I didn't pick them because they play in Green Bay. I picked them because Micah Parsons was playing for the team at the time.
Yeah.
That's the change here. It's not the location.
If they're going to face each other in the postseason, it has to be the Bears have to win this game because LaFleur is 12-1 against Chicago. Like, he doesn't lose against the Bears. If they're going to play in the postseason and they want to keep winning, they cannot face the Packers again.
I'm of the mindset that the answer to this question is Chicago Bears. They're young. Obviously, they haven't been relevant for quite some time. They're relevant now. And on your home turf, it matters. Caleb Williams up and down this year, particularly under pressure. We recognize that, but we've seen him make some spectacular plays. We know what he's capable of. But in the end, when you think about Chicago being on the road, somehow, some way, I think it was emblematic what happened. I believe it was against Green Bay. You know, you're coming down, you're down a touchdown, and here you are, you're driving downfield, you throw that interception. That's the kind of stuff that happens. Then we got to take this into consideration. Green Bay is undefeated this year in the division. After struggling last year, they're going like 1-5. They're at 4-0. Both the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions are 1-3 in the division this year. So I'm thinking that any assistance that you can receive, you definitely want it, particularly if you're the younger, more inexperienced team. Even with Ben Johnson, understand, this is his first year as a head coach. You understand? I mean, he was a great offensive coordinator. He's doing a great job as the head coach, but you don't know what kind of situation that he might run into where you got to make the right call. And again, it's a first for him too. So you got to take those things into consideration as well. And then this is where Stephen A comes in. All right, this is right about football. I don't give a damn what anybody say. Weather matters to me. I don't care what everybody says. Listen, Chicago, we not talking about cold weather when you just you're going up against Miami, and all you got to do is look at the temperature gauge. All right, it's going to be 40 degrees or less. Miami ain't going to win. No, this is not that kind of party. But in Chicago, the cold and that wind off of Lake Michigan, I mean, you got to be able to run now, because throwing in Chicago is going to be hard come January. I'm just telling you, you got to know this. You got to know this. If you go to Chicago, damn it, you get off the plane, you inside in the terminal, you feel it.
Oh, please.
I'm lying?
No.
I'm lying. You need to stop it. You really need to stop it.
This and you celebrating the Knicks win yesterday.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
This and your celebration of this cup yesterday is exposing you.
Why?
I think he's making a great football point.
Yeah.
Thank
the
you.
Chicago Bears have the best run game in the NFL.
Okay, but who in
they
the
would love for teams to come to Chicago where run game is going to matter more in that weather and say, great, we have the advantage.
I don't disagree with
Who's
you.
running the football better than Chicago?
Okay, I don't disagree with you, but who in the NFC is scared to go to Chicago and have to run the football against that defense?
I'm saying
San Francisco, no problem. Philly, no problem. LA, no problem.
Philly, no problem.
Philly, no problem.
The Bears,
Philly, no problem.
Philly, I'm running
We'll
against
be
the
okay.
Raiders. I mean, the Raiders they can do it against,
They
but not
just
the
beat
Bears.
them, by the way. The Bears beat Philly in Philly.
Different
With the
offense
same
right
run
now
game.
than it was 3 weeks ago on Black Friday. We have to agree with that. They're doing things differently.
They played the
Well, they-
Raiders.
Maybe Tampa. Maybe Tampa.
Tampa ain't right. Yeah.
Maybe Tampa. But no one's going to be sitting there going, oh, my gosh, we can't run the football against Chicago in Chicago.
Okay, this is going to be the first game we're going to see the Packers, though, play without Micah Parsons in totality. Like, how are they going to respond to that? If you look at the game against the Broncos, they were up 3 at the time, and I think the Broncos scored 2 touchdowns after the injury. They felt a little deflated. We'll see how they respond.
Okay.
Yes?
when you're in O'Hare, you feel
He's right.
wind coming through indoors.
I'm admiring the Home Alone terminal. That's what I'm doing at Ohio.
I'm not exaggerating.
When you pull up to the gate,
Yes.
as soon as they open the door,
You give it the
Sometimes it's
temptation.
nice,
Yes.
though.
It is.
Sometimes
The
when you
cold
get
air.
that cold, you're like,
That's what I'm saying. It's like fresh air. It feels
You
good.
just don't get it. You just don't understand. You don't understand. I keep telling you these things. This stuff matters.
I think it's
but it's
worse.
all right, though.
I think it's worse getting off a plane in the warm weather climate and being like, oh my gosh, dude, it's awful out here with the humidity.
Oh my.
that's bad too.
No. He doesn't have a point. Don't give him a
I said
point.
that's bad too, though. Like that's also
17
suck.
degrees.
I'm
Really?
from Louisiana.
I like the cold.
Yeah,
I don't.
When it's supposed to be cold, I want it to be
Can
cold.
I ask the question?
Go ahead.
Okay, this is my question. If the Packers don't do well in the postseason, if they don't make it to the Super Bowl, are we using no Micah Parsons as an excuse?
Well, it's not the Micah Parsons, just Micah Parsons. When you lose Kraft, too, who
Yeah.
was Jordan Love's primary weapon, that plays a role as well. So you got to look at that. Wiseman out, Micah Parsons out, Kraft is out. You've lost somebody. Now, I will say this. You do look at Matt LaFleur. Okay, you do look at Matt LaFleur. And here you are, you calling plays. You Jordan Love's been there. He's not a rookie. We know what his physical skill sets contain. The brother can ball, right? You do get to a point where you look at them and you say, fellas, what's up? I mean, when are you going to get? Detroit isn't what we thought they were going to be. San Francisco is obviously vulnerable. We see LA and Seattle coming up, but Philadelphia ain't what they were last year. So you do find yourself looking at Green Bay and saying, look, there's an opening here. There are opportunities for you. Even with the injuries, you should be able to take advantage of it. So you're going to have some people looking at Matt LaFleur along with Jordan Love in that regard. But in the end, they are going to have that as somewhat of an excuse.
Are
No,
you going or?
Go ahead,
You
man.
go.
Go ahead,
You look angry.
Do you hold Detroit not getting there against them last year?
No,
Why?
because it was like 13 dudes on Iowa.
Have you seen who's been out for Green Bay
He
this
just
year?
listed
I
half of them.
just listed half of them, bro.
So how?
Why are you acting like
So
that?
how would that not matter for
I didn't
Green
say
Bay?
I didn't say it would matter. I said some people may come at them for that reason.
Would you?
You know what? It depends on how they look. It depends. Seriously.
Okay.
This
seriously.
mother's joker, man.
Seriously. Again, we just finished talking about Alabama and Georgia. It's how you look. Now you lose. But if you get stomped,
Detroit
it's a
got
different
stomped
animal.
last year.
So he made a good point, though, that I want to support you on, which is there's a possibility in which Matt LaFleur is somebody we are criticizing, and this is why. The injuries are huge. Even Elton Jenkins is another one I'll throw. They have been ravaged by them. The Micah Parsons injury would be the number one reason he mentioned
Wyatt, yeah.
why they wouldn't be in the Super Bowl. Because of those injuries,